Planet Zoo 2 is coming in October and it looks incredible. The announcement trailer was released yesterday, so we're just going to dive right in and have a little peep at it. Afterwards, I'm going to break down everything that I have found out and get into all of the details. So let's get into it. So there are 3 huge features coming to Planet Zoo 2, and the first one is the fact that we are getting aquariums. So we have got a lot of species that are coming to Planet Zoo 2 by the looks of it, and we are able to build spectacular freshwater or saltwater custom aquariums. And it looks like our keepers can also dive into the aquariums, I'm assuming to make sure they're clean, maybe to access the filtration systems or the barriers. More will be revealed, I'm sure, later on. But for now, this just looks absolutely unreal. I can't believe it. And the lighting, the plants, it looks beautiful. I'm really excited. We get obviously our individual kind of animals, like the turtle that you can see here and the sunfish, but then we also have shoaling fish as well, which you obviously had in groups. So I don't know how many you'd actually buy, but I'd imagine you purchase like a group of them, obviously, rather than having them all individually as well. But this just looks unreal. I am so excited for this to come into the game. The next big feature we're getting in Planet Zoo 2 are aviaries. So we are finally being able to build and customize our very own aviaries, which are going to be built from barriers, support poles, and dynamic mesh covers. I cannot wait to get this kind of mesh cover in the game. It's going to make everything look so realistic, and the fact that you can add the walk-through gates, as you see here, and you can go through, the guests can go through, and they're flying around. It's just, oh my gosh, how long have we wanted this? They've really delivered, and I cannot wait to start building for these guys. So I feel like aquariums and aviaries we were pretty much guaranteed that these were going to be in the game, but I think what came to surprise a lot of people were the wildlife reserves. I definitely was not expecting this. I don't know if you guys were, let me know. But this is so insane. This is so cool. So not only do you release your animals to the wild now, and then we never hear from them again, we actually are going to be able to create our own wildlife reserves. So we're going to design, rewild and observe a network of entirely natural homes that allow your animals to thrive, all whilst maintaining a minimal staff presence, which is great. Here we can conduct research and conservation projects which will help improve our zoos and create better habitats and a wilder world for all. Let's take a look at every animal that we see. Firstly, in the trailer, the first animal that we see is the Sumatran tiger. They look incredible. This was such a good opening animal. They just look absolutely stunning. The fur on the adults, even the cubs actually, their little fluffy fur, it just looks incredible. They look beautiful, and the model just looks insane. It looks insane. They've improved their behaviours, their emotions and interactions, so that's just going to be a whole lot of fun to see how the animals interact with the environment, the guests and things like that. So I cannot wait to see how these guys actually play in game. The next animal we have is the sunfish. They are super cute, absolutely massive. I've actually never even seen one of these in real life, but it's going to be super fun to have them in our zoo. Next on the list is the hawksbill turtle. These guys are stunning. What a great animal to start with. I just have no words. These were really beautiful. They're going to look amazing in these massive aquariums. And the model is stunning. They're really beautiful. Now, these animals are not alone. They also have some shoaling fish in their tank with them. I'm going to take a guess at what these guys are, but I believe that we have yellow tangs, Moorish idols, and possibly sardines of some sort. They're so teeny tiny in the back there, I'm not entirely sure, but these are my guesses. So what I can understand is that these operate as a group, obviously, rather than individual fish. So that's going to be really exciting. Next up on the list is the African elephant, the blue wildebeest and the zebra. These guys look incredible. It's so great to see them returning from Planet Zoo. They definitely obviously need to have these guys in here. They are a staple in most zoos. Then we have another returning favourite, the western chimpanzee. These guys look great. I cannot wait to build for these guys. It's going to be really exciting. Then we see the saltwater crocodile. These guys needed a big upgrade, so it's really nice to see them in the game. They just look incredible. It must have been so fun for the devs to take kind of the first designed animals and bring them over and create them in Planet Zoo 2 with all the new updates that they have for them. Then we get to see the Toko toucan, our first flying bird in the walkthrough Aviaries. They just look incredible. The model's beautiful. These are such a brilliant bird to have as a starter bird in the game. I'm really glad these guys added them in, and I'm excited to build for them. The next is the secretary bird. I know so many people have been so desperate for these guys. It has been a wishlist animal for quite a while. So they're going to look really, really great. Now I'm going to talk about some animals that we may not have seen in the trailer, which is, if you didn't notice, the keeper's iPad that he was holding in that secretary bird scene. It looks like there is a tree kangaroo on his iPad. If that is the case, that's incredible. I am so excited. We then have giraffes in the background of the original artwork for it. If you zoom in right through past their logo, you can see giraffes in the back. And they've also listed 6 species that you will get if you purchase the Deluxe edition, and those include the golden eagle, the golden lion tamarin, the axolotl, the hammerhead shark, the blue and gold fusilier, and the longfin batfish. Now, I'm not sure if the axolotls are going to be an exhibit animal or if you can have them in aquariums as well. I guess we'll just have to find out closer to the time. I have then had a little look at the pre-order items, and as you can see, there are some donation bins here, and we have the toucan, a shark, and a hippo. Now, on their website they do actually talk about having blacktip reef sharks in the game, so we will be seeing those, and I'm assuming we will be getting a hippo as well. Up here we also have another picture that I grabbed from their website, and as you can see, there is a bear statue in the background there, so I'm assuming we will get some kind of bear. And in the forefront here, these do not look like blue wildebeest, so who knows what these guys are going to be. When I zoom in, it's just pixels. So give me your guesses below. I'm assuming some kind of deer, but I have no idea. Ha 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 ha. Get it? But also, on their website, they mentioned that they have obviously updated a lot of animals that have been in the Planet Zoo game coming forward, and they actually mentioned lions. Not a specific species of lion, but they have mentioned lions being upgraded, so we can assume that we are also going to be getting lions in the base game too. If you guys spotted any other animals, I would love to know, but those are just the ones that I have noticed, so I cannot wait to see what else they bring out, or whether we're going to get any more snippets. I have been on the Zoopedia and it is completely blank. I had a feeling obviously that they would not release the animals that we are going to get, but if you read through their website, they do actually just leave little snippets here and there of the animals that we're getting, so that's really exciting. Looking into the themes that we are going to be getting, it looks like they are starting us off with 5 themes. So we have got the planet theme, which is packed with essentials for any zoo, including returning favourites from Planet Zoo. The planet theme has everything you need to get your zoo started. We then have the North theme, which is hardy and robust. The North theme brings the rugged scenery of the Northern Hemisphere's colder regions to your zoos. We have an East theme, exotic, bright and tranquil. The East theme is packed with scenery to make your zoo into the ultimate tropical paradise. We have a South theme. Wild at heart, the South theme features organic and elegant scenery that gets back to nature. And last but not least, we have the West scene. The homely and temperate scenery of the West theme brings the pastoral to your zoos, creating classic and timeless vistas. So that's going to be really exciting. I'm really glad that they've kind of given us a little look into the themings that we're going to be receiving. It also looks like we're going to be getting flexi coloured paths. I would assume that we're just going to get Planet Coaster 2 kind of pathing systems just going to come on over to Planet Zoo 2, which would be great. We're getting new shops, as you can see. I'm so excited. So new gift shops by the looks of it, and Chief Leaf, which is really cool. That's really nice. I feel like Chief Beef was a little bit maybe outdated. We are also obviously going to be getting new and improved foliage. It looks like everything is reacting to the wind now, rather than just like the long grass on the terrain. The plants actually sway, palm trees are swaying. It just looks incredible. It really does. I also am curious whether we're getting a better hitboxes for our animals because of the zebras. It looks like that's quite a low down bridge, and I would assume they're able to pass through it. So that's interesting. I would love that. And I've also read on their website that they are improving the weather conditions, seasons, and we're going to be getting longer in-game years as well. I'm just going to pull up some pictures of the UI. So it's looking a lot cleaner, a lot more professional, but still very Planet Zoo-esque. So we're not losing our UI. It doesn't look like it's going to be a completely new difficult thing to learn. It looks like we're still getting like alerts and all of that in the top left over here, but it also looks like we're obviously still going to be getting inspectors. But it looks like we can access research and Zoopedia a little bit easier. And along the bottom here we obviously now have habitats, aquariums and exhibits, so that's really cool. Blueprint seems to be its own little thing. And then on the side we also have obviously paths, barriers, terrain, bulldoze, and maybe a select tool. This is obviously me just guessing, but everything just looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer. Here I have the animal UI. So once again, the overall page here just looks really satisfying. There's a lot more information going forward, so being able to tell its age and its appeal straight off the bat, and then obviously its status down here. We can also request a clean. So this is really great, because if any of you have played Planet Zoo before and you have had, like, I don't know, I find I get it with Hoofstock a lot, where they're, or penguins, things like that, where you've got actually quite a lot of animals in the habitat, and they're obviously creating a lot of mess, and they're close to getting a disease risk and things like that, and you can't actually really do anything because the keeper's too busy feeding them first and all of that. So it's actually really interesting that you can request clean. So I wonder if that links to the water as well, maybe. So that's really interesting. It looks like we're getting the same kind of thing, like an overview, welfare, their terrain, plants, enrichment, genetics, and kind of like their family bit there. And then we also have this little flower, which could be a conservation page maybe. Let me know what you guys think it's going to be down below, but that's what I'm going to guess it is as. When it comes to the game modes in Planet Zoo, we are getting the 3 main game modes that we got from Planet Zoo is being carried over into Planet Zoo 2. So we are getting career mode, sandbox, and franchise, which is super exciting. I know everybody really loves franchise, but the career sounds really interesting. So obviously we will not be working for Bernie or what's his face? Can't even remember his name. But we are actually going to be starting a career at Fen as the new conservation coordinator, helping champion conservation efforts and improving zoos worldwide. Start off a journey across the planet, visiting stunning wildlife reserves, distinctive zoos, and diverse scenarios, all whilst meeting an exceptional cast of characters along the way. In Sandbox, obviously, it's giving us the power to create whatever we want with whatever we want. So you get to obviously choose your level of simulation, challenge, and all of that. And I'm assuming this will be Sandbox. You can choose to create a zoo or a wildlife reserve. So that's really cool. It just gives you the freedom to do whatever you want. Whereas obviously franchise mode comes with a bit more of a challenge. You have a certain amount of money and conservation credits, but the great thing with franchise is that the zoos and wildlife reserves are all interconnected. You can also trade animals with other players, and it's just my favourite mode to play, so I'm super excited to see that that is coming back. They also have a planet hub. It looks like, so it's a big globe, and it looks like you have your zoos and your wildlife reserves kind of connected. It's available in all game modes. The Planet Hub is where you can track your progress, access performance data, visit your different sites, and make decisions on your research and conservation projects, all from a global menu. So that looks like it's going to be really exciting as well. I can't wait to jump into the game. And last but not least, obviously it is being released on the 13th of October. You can pre-order it now. I will be ordering it on PC, and I will be playing it on PC. So I am so excited. I cannot wait. Our regular schedule will resume on Friday, where we jump back into Elmwick Park Zoo, and I can't wait to see you guys there. Thank you all for watching. Please let me know what you guys think. Was this what you were expecting? Was there any surprises? just, yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.